guys. So got this battle here. It was for a tournament, and yeah, it was like the final round. And so he's got a pretty much a rain team, and I've got my standard old shit. So he's gonna lead off with his Ladio or his Jirachi, and he's gonna set up the rocks. So went for the Scald, hoping for the burn because that's really what I do. So yeah, he's just gonna wish up while I went for Toxic, predicting his switch because I didn't really see what he wanted to do to me other than like Body Slam, but Body Slam really wouldn't help him much. But he actually revealed Thunder Wave because he showed it off, predicting my switch, but did not switch even though I thought about it, but I didn't. But I'm going to go into Landers here, because I know I can take an Iron Head if he wanted to go for that randomly, or if he did randomly go for the Thunder Wave again, I was immune to it. But he's going to switch out into his Politoed. He's just going to go for the U-turn for the switch initiative, because, yeah, I knew I'd be scared of the Earthquake, so that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to switch in my Gastrodon because I know I can trade Toxics with him if he wants to, because I don't really care about Gastrodon all that much, but whatever. So just go for the Toxic he protected, then he's going to switch out because he's scared of it. Goes back into his Jirachi. I really didn't feel like I needed to predict that, so I just went for another Toxic, and yeah, he was immune to it, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out here, go back into Landers, because I've already established this before, that he really can't hit me outside of Iron Head, and that's if he even has it. So he's still burned and all that, so I'm pretty sure I could kill him off the Earthquake here, so I just go for it, but he barely lives, which is sad. But then he actually shows off his last move, which is U-turn. So if I get rocks up, he's dead, but he's probably going to die to burn anyways, unless he randomly has some other Wisher, which I don't think he does. So he's going to go into his Latios and just go for Surf. I was in a tight predicament here. I didn't know if he was going to go for the Draco or the Surf, but it turned out I went for the Surf, so I'm going to switch into Latios because I know I can take that. I thought he was Choice Locked, but it turns out he's probably Expert Belted. But he went for Thunder, which I can take, which is good, so he's going to go back into his Jirachi, his Death Fodder. Probably should have went for the Dragon Pulse, but I didn't really feel like it was worth it. I was already going out on a limb with the Speed Tie, so yeah. So he's going to go into his Kyurem. I'm going to switch out here, because I don't really know what it wants to do, and I'm at -2, and I don't want to die. I was guessing he was Scarfed, but he actually sets up a sub, so I'm like, oh, well, that's not very good. I wasn't sure if this thing had Surf or not, but I knew it had Focus Blast, so I was going to switch out anyways. But I'm going to go into my Gastrodon, because I know I can take a Focus Blast or a Surf. Pretty much the only thing I have to deal with this thing is Gastrodon, so I'm really glad I have it. Holy shit, I just punched the hell out of a can, so oops. But he's going to go for the Glaciate here, because he's behind a sub, and he knows he's safe. I just went for Recover, predicting his Draco Meteor, because I thought that would be the best way to hit me. Or if he had Ice Beam, didn't really think it would do all that much, since it is a neutral hit. But he's going to keep on going for his Glaciates. And really, I'd never seen this move before this, but it's like some weird set where you gotta slow down the opponent, and it kind of works on later. So yeah, he's just going to end up switching out eventually, but I'm just going to switch out to Skarmory, pretty much his Death Fodder, because I have a plan here. I already used one Ice Beam to lower his sub, so now I can bring in Landers, and just go for the U-turn to break it off, which is good indeed. So he's just going to go back into his Landers guy, which is all good, so I'm just going to, I was going to switch into Landers, so whatever. But he's going to break off his sub, and then he goes for another Glaciate, I think, yeah. I go into my Terrakion, this is the point where I'm scared, because I don't know if I'm faster or not, since I'm banded. I'm pretty sure I'm not, so I'm going to switch out anyways, but he thought I was Scarfed, so he switched out. But he's going to go with his Politoed, and he's going to go for the Protect to see what I was going to do. And I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor, which is alright. So I'm just going to go for another Draco. I'm hoping to kill it, but I'm pretty sure I won't, which I don't, because Politoed is bulky. But he just went for the Toxic, which is fine, I don't really care about that. So yeah, I'm just going to switch out here, go into my Heatran, because yeah, I'm not really scared of the Water move, because I am Special Defense Tran, and he's bulky. So I'm just going to set up Rocks, predicting his Protect, plus I need to get it up, because that Kyurem is a little scary. So yeah, I just went for the Stealth Rock, it's all good, so yeah. He went for Protect, all that good stuff, and yeah, I was going to go for the Scald. I know I can live it, because yeah, I already explained this. I'm just going to set up a Toxic, because really, I don't have all that much to hit him with outside of like Terrakion, Close Combat, and Landers Earthquake, which he can switch into other pokes on, so I don't really want to deal with that. So just going to do a little bit of Protect stalling, which is whatever. It's not really going to hurt the Politoed all that badly, but I think I'm going to switch out. Yeah, I do switch out, so that's good. I'm going to go in my Gastrodon, because yeah, he's just going to go for the Scald, not really predicting anything. I got my +2 special attack, which is all good. I don't really want to get Toxic, so I think I switch out here again. No, he goes for the Perish Song, because I was expecting him to predict my switch back into Heatran. but I went on and killed him off, which Parasong, I was like, what? But it's whatever. So I'm down to 3 on Parasong, but I'm gonna switch out anyways into my Heatran because I thought I could switch in on this this PZ, but he's actually using a page out of my book and going for the Hyper Beam, but that's fine because now I know I can go into Terrakion. And if this thing had Sword Stance, that would have been really nice, but it doesn't obviously, because I already said it's Choice Band. But I'm just gonna go ahead and kill off the PZ because there's no real other thing to do. And I know since he went for Hyper Beam, he can't switch out. So he's gonna go into his Rotom, which I'm like, oh, okay then. So yeah, I'm gonna switch into Gastrodon, and one shot. Alright, hello guys, I'm back now. I went and changed the audio volume because, yeah, I think I was talking a little too quietly, but I don't feel like going back and fixing it. So yeah, so he burned me with this Rotom because I switched into Gastrodon. There's really nothing else he can do because, yeah, it's a Rotom, and this is a Gastrodon. Unless he has HP Grass, he can't touch me. So yeah, he went into his Kyurem. Not really scared of this thing just because I saw how well I took Glaciates before, but he's going to go for it again, which is fine because, yeah, still have over half, and I went for Recover because I thought he'd go for Draco Meteor again, which is whatever, but I can still Toxic Stall this thing, which is pretty much what I'm going to proceed to do, which is pretty sad, but it's whatever. He just goes randomly for a Focus Blast, either predicting the switch or hoping for the special defense drop. If he would have missed it, probably would have hurt him, but I went for Ice Beam just to get a little bit more damage. And plus, really, the kind of Stall War is kind of boring, so I just randomly went for the Ice Beam. But just going to go for another Recover here, because, yeah, I'm going to get too low if I don't recover. But he missed his Draco, which may have killed me. I'm not completely sure, but looking at the damage on this one right here, I'm going to say it probably would have killed me. So yeah, but I just went ahead and went for the Recover again. And I could have went for Recover on the next turn, too. But I've kind of felt bad for the Draco Meteor miss, so I just decided that I'm just going to go ahead and kill it off. And yeah, he'd come in something to revenge me if he so decides to. So yeah, all he has left is his Latios and his Rotom, which means pretty much my game if I play my cards right. But it's also the same for him, but it's whatever. So he's going to go back into his Latios. Alright. Now my voice is good, so I'm gonna switch out to my Terrakion because it really doesn't help me out much against Rotom and Latios. So we just went for the Draco because, yeah, I can hit anything. Okay, now my voice is perfect. So I'm just gonna go into Latios here because I want to hit something down, and I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse. I was gonna risk the Speed tie because I felt like I could just go into Landorus and U-turn on something. But he switches into his Rotom, which means it dies to 2 Dragon Pulses. He was probably hoping for the Draco Meteor, but that was not the case. But he's going to go back into his Latios because that's his last poke, and if he wins a Speed tie, he's better off, but he did, so I can't beat him this turn. And I hit the fucking can again, I need to move it. But I'm just going to go into Landorus, and as long as this U-turn does over half, I win, because I can U-turn, go into Gastrodon to die, and then go back into Landorus to finish him off, which is pretty much what's going to happen. So yeah, that would be the game. So I pretty much won the tournament there, won a really close victory, and all that good stuff. If you liked this video, really appreciate it if you leave a thumbs up, and subscribe, and comment, all that good stuff. So yeah, comment, rate, all that shit, I'm out. Later, guys.